Hey, what's up, Pope all as well? It's your boy Serrano and welcome back to another video. Make sure you stay locked into the end of the video because today we're going to be taking a look at the ALLDOCUBE iPlay 60 Mini Pro, and we're going to be talking about my experience after using this thing for about 1 month. Now, the 60 Mini Pro was designed to not only enhance your gaming experience because it has a gyroscope and a haptic motor, but it also does give you the floating windows bar so you can do multitasking and floating window. One of the things that I was really surprised with is when I paired it with my handheld gaming, controller, I was able to get some really good portable gaming compatibility with this thing, no matter what game I was using. So if I wanted to use Xbox Game Cloud, for instance, this thing ran really smooth. It has the 1080 panel with 1080p resolution, in-cell full lamination, and it's really good for watching movies because it has the Widevine L1, which is going to give you very sharp detail and no interruption. As far as the software that's running on here, it's the ALLDOCUBE OS 3.0, which is sufficient for multitasking. You're getting split screen multitasking as well as a new control menu, which is also going to be good because it's going to enhance your user experience. You also have a floating windows bar on here, and so it's got a revamped look when you're in the desktop mode. Also, the colors are just going to be very nice and punchy. Very crispy detail when you're watching Netflix or Amazon Prime, even, Hulu, Pluto TV, or, TubiTube. Everything that I was doing on here was basically, for the most part, very smooth. And I didn't even have any issues when I was looking at it in an outdoor environment. As far as mobile portability, this thing was definitely going to be able to let you take 4G LTE, voice over LTE phone calls with clear, crispy and stable internet connection for the web and streaming videos for downloading and gaming to ensure that you're going to stay productive and entertained throughout the day. And so, yeah, I definitely like this device when it comes to the detail on the panel. It looks really crispy when you're looking at the 8.4-inch display, and it's going to give you some really good deep blacks, and the borders on the edges aren't, that bulky, so it's definitely going to give you a really good experience when you're browsing through different social media apps and watching movies. Now, this device comes in at 310 grams of weight. It's pretty narrow and very slim in the hand, so it's got a height of 202 millimeters. For the width is 126 millimeters, and the thickness is only 7.9 millimeters, so very slim. It's running on the Android 14 OS with a 13 megapixel camera, so you can take some pictures every now and then, but you might use this just as a browsing or media device for the most part, because the pictures aren't going to be like the best in the entire world, but you will have that just in case you wanted to use it. Design on here is really good. It's got a nice matted texture, rounded edges and corners, but flat sides, so it's going to be really nice when you're holding it in the hand. It also supports dual speakers as well, which is another thing that's going to be nice when you're listening to multimedia. You get 2 nano SIM card slots and a 1 TF card slot, so you could choose 2 from the 3 or whatever. And Bluetooth 5.2 is running on this device. It does support the gyroscope light sensor, gravity sensor, as well as a vibration motor on here as well. And so, yeah, this device will give you the support for 18 watts fast charging as well, with a 6050 milliamp per hour battery. It's going to get you through pretty much the entire day, depending on what type of usage you are having on here. It also does have a Type-C on this device for charging support. But there's not going to be a slot for the 3.5 millimeter, but you can actually get support for a headphone jack through the Type-C connection on here. So I just kind of want to mention that, but OTG support on here as well, and it's going to be very nice for getting to your multi-window and also your quick small pop-up window. Yeah, so actually gaming is very pleasant on this device. the details and colors are very accurate, but also it's going to give you a good overall processing speed. It's running on the MediaTek G99 octa-core processing chip, which includes 8 gigabytes of RAM, but then you're getting virtual RAM on here, which will actually increase the overall RAM. It's going to take that 8 gigabytes from your internal storage and just borrow it from there. But you also do get support for 512 extended storage on this device, and so it's going to be really nice for browsing through your different multimedia apps, especially when you're doing multi-window. And you get different customization on here, which is going to be really fun. Wireless projection, you know, you double tap to lock and unlock, as well as a variety of other features like smart ball and a few more. And so yeah, the display was definitely bright enough for me to use in any indoor situation. Even an outdoor situation was bright enough. You could also use this thing when engaging in Zoom calls with the 5-megapixel camera on the front. It also does have adapted, boosted, or saturated modes when you're using it on the display, so it can adjust the colors to, you know, give you a better manufactured experience overall. And so yeah, it's got improved overall enhanced sensor technology. So it's got better ambient light sensor in here and gravity sensor as well for automatic screen adjustment. And so that's going to provide a more convenient and friendly user experience when it comes to the enhancements on the display and everything for gaming and watching movies. So yeah, you're definitely going to be getting a really nice overall performance with the 128 gigabytes of ROM for the storage. And then, you know, outdoor visibility is going to be pretty decent as well. It's also going to have a optimized processing chip that's going to give you a good gaming experience if you know, want to use this for light gaming or even heavy gaming. And so yeah, the cameras on here are going to be pretty decent when it comes to capturing photos in a good lighting condition. Hey, what's up? This is a quick mic test on the iPlay Mini 60 Pro. And so yeah, I definitely think the camera experience is going to be pretty good on here for the most part. They did perform really good in most scenarios, extremely light environments. The detail on the cameras was actually impressive, and I wasn't, you know, disappointed with it because the quality was very, you know, accurate when it came to the color, temperatures, and even for the stability, it didn't have like the best stabilization, but it wasn't the worst that I've ever seen in the world. It was a reliable device when it came to GPS navigation, especially if you're using this thing for like Uber Eats or something like that. Also double tap to wake and facial unlock on here. So I definitely think the face unlock came in handy. You didn't actually have to, you know, enter your pattern all the time, but it won't have a fingerprint sensor, and it won't have like wireless charging or any water resistance on this device, which are some things that I just kind of want to throw out there, and no NFC on this device. But overall, I could say this device is really solid for the money and for the overall value. But let me know what you guys think. But do me a solid, type I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Peace. Later, crew.